sorry that I should have thought before I put my arm around you. I meant nothing by it. By the way, I was just up there and saw the girls giving you a hard time and thought I could help out.
No, it's not your fault. It wasn't you, it was me. You were great, actually. Thanks for helping me out.
Sure. So what, they were busting your chops about Kiefer?
Basically. Willow and Ashton were friends of his. Typical country club girls. They're trying to convince me that no guy's ever gonna look at me again. Whatever. It's not like I care.
Hey, don't listen to them. Hey, those girls, you got way more smarts and maturity than the two of them could ever have.
Thanks. Now that they think I have this hot older boyfriend, who knows? Maybe they might want to be my new best friend.
You sure you're okay? Nothing else bothering you?
It's just when you put your arm around me, you're tall like Kiefer was. And I guess I just, for a second, it felt like you were him.
I'm not saying you're like Kiefer. Sonny, I know that you would never hit a woman, but there's a lot of other ways to be abusive. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Sonny, I know what you went through. I know what Deke did to you and your ma, and I can only imagine the things that you suffered through. Okay, and you were only a little kid. I get that, but you survived, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you turned yourself into the kind of man that you wanted to be. And look, you're powerful. You're successful. You got kids that mean the world to you. I mean, no one else would look at you and know what's going on right under the surface.
What's the point?
Okay, my point is don't believe your own hype. Sonny, okay, you can put one over on the whole rest of the world, but don't put one over on yourself. Okay, don't get caught up in believing that because you made something out of your life, that abuse didn't have an effect on every part of you. Okay? It directly affects everything, especially the way that you treat other people.
Well, you're talking like I think I'm perfect, and I'm nowhere near perfect.
Okay. You got Carly claiming that you abused her.
Right.
Okay, maybe not physically, but in other ways. You're going to sit here and you're going to tell me that she's lying, or she's wrong, or what? What that bastard Deke did to you and your ma had a direct effect on your relationships with women. Okay, you need to admit that, and you need to get help.
What Kiefer did to Christina, I have not done to any woman. It's not a fair comparison.
I agree, and I know how much it must hurt you to know that your daughter thinks she saw the real you that night that you went off on Claudia. Okay, not that she would ever compare you to anybody like Kiefer, but Sonny, Christina is confused right now. And that's why you gotta get in there with her right now. You gotta show her that you're willing to change and that you can change. You gotta find a way to separate who you really are from all those ugly patterns that you grew up with.
Relax, I already have a cover story in place.
You do? Mm-hmm. Can you hear it, please?
Your dad decided to put you up, and if anyone asks, Ned's name is all over all the paperwork.
And how did you do that?
I have my ways.
I'm sure you do. But do you know my dad is in Hong Kong?
Mm-hmm, producing an album of cover music, yeah, I know.
Wow. Somebody's done her homework.
If anyone asked, your father was thrilled that you were back in town. He got you a place of your own so you don't have to deal with his crazy family and live at the mansion.
And the fact that it's right across the hallway from Dante, that's just coincidence?
Not at all. When Ned found out that there was an old family friend living in the building who happened to be a cop, well, he knew it was the place for his daughter. So now Ned can sleep at night knowing that his daughter is going to be safe.
Wow. You are good.
Yes, I am. Now you need to get out of here and go check out your new bachelorette pad. I need a picture or video of Dante cheating on Lulu with you. And the second I get that, you get a check for $50,000. I don't know, you can use it to decorate.
Are you okay?
It's nothing. It's nothing.
It's just on the last one you almost chipped my tooth there.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't even want to talk about it.
Talk about what?
It's not a big deal. It's just something I'm gonna have to get over.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you want to say it, maybe it'll help.
It's just something that Carly said to me before when she was upset about Michael. She said, when I'm getting horizontal with you, she hopes that I think about her son in a prison cell.
Wow. That's pretty harsh. It's like a time-release mood killer.
Yeah, Carly knows how to push people's buttons. She's a pro.
Huh? She's probably all those years she spent arguing with Sonny, sharpening her skills.
I mean, I think that Carly would regret saying something like that now, but I understand why she would say something like that in the heat of the moment. I mean, I was pretty defensive myself. But, you know, she's been great to me after getting over the shock and anger phase, and she's forgiven me, and she's accepted her mistakes and how they've impacted Michael.
But
I can't help feeling on some level that our happiness is at Michael's expense.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there's been a couple times where I've been holding you and being happy, feeling blessed and lucky, and then all of a sudden, I think about that kid in a prison cell, and I helped put him there. I feel like I've let my little brother down completely.
There's this big yard Frank. He's been hassling me since the day I got here. Keeps talking smack about Dad, threatening to kick my ass, this whole intimidation thing. And he was actually really gonna hit me one day with his club. And Carter came in and he sent him off with a diversion. Carter said he was looking out for me.
What happened next?
Carter started saying weird things like how I owed him for saving me. And I tried to ignore it at first, but the day that you got transferred here, he came to my cell. And he was basically coming on to me. And he got close to me and he tried touching my hair. And so I waited for my chance. And I hit him as hard as I could and I ran out the cell and I went to the yard. I waited just before lockup. I came back and he was gone. And it was locked down for the night, and I thought I was safe. Then Carter came back. He somehow got to open up my cell door.